Maze, and that's your tag team partner.
Speaking of being dead horse,
Zorro.
I don't know. Anything bad you can say about him is pretty much true.
Why?
I don't know, what is there to say about Maze? He's pretty generic. Probably wouldn't have lasted 2 months in the business if it wasn't for me. What else can I say about him? He's short.
He is short.
He's bald. And I'm not talking like all by choice. Half of that's God's work, if you know what I'm saying.
God's work.
All right, Vortex. Anything to say about Maze?
Maze is a good guy. I like him. He's always been real cool to me, and we you know, he was part of the fucking Backyard New Era deal, and that was, you know.
Oh yeah, he was there too.
That was, you know, for the four of us, that was kind of like a tight bonding deal. And I know Justin was, you know, buddies with him way before that.
I used to be buddies with him until I split my head open.
Which was just recently, so
Yeah.
up until then.
And Ultimate Wrestling.
I like Maze. He's
Fucking Mark ass. Fucking Maze.
Whoa. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick. No, I'm good. Sometimes the only deal about Maze that I don't understand, not so much that I don't like it, but I don't understand, is Maze kind of, I understand taking the business seriously, and I understand self-promotion, and I understand, you know, wanting to do your best and everything, but Maze has a, what do you call it? Maze has this deal where it's a quality about him, where every show he's on is gonna be fucking the next PWA or the next big fucking.
He's very excited about everything upcoming,
and that's fine. You know, whatever. I mean, it's not like a character flaw or anything like that.
Right.
But I mean, whenever we are all working for XW and XW, it's like all of us are there and we're having a good time, and then they kind of phase us out like so many promotions are good at doing.
right?
By the time we're out of there, we're figuring, you know, who do they have left? Well, Maze will go back and get booked for them and be like, "Oh, guys, I don't know why he left. This shit was great. This is the best show you ever, you know." They're using me. I mean, I understand. I got pinned by the dude who runs the concession stand, but you know, it made sense, and that's what was good. It was in the story, and it's like, Maze, come on, they're fucking with you, man. And
yeah,
it's not as cool as me getting signed to SmackDown, but.
Oh boy.
I was gonna beat Batista with the fucking torture rack. What? For the belt at WrestleMania.
To clarify, that was somebody else posting underneath Vortex's name, said he was signed to SmackDown, all this stuff, and a lot of people apparently took it seriously.
I didn't know about it.
I didn't either.
Somebody,
Why don't you get your boy a deal on SmackDown?
Back to Maze, though.
Give me a deal on SmackDown.
I think Maze is a good worker.
Want to hear a funny story about MySpace?
No, not at all.
Sure. Better than any Maze stories. Oh.
No, it's a MySpace story about Maze.
Oh, okay, no.
Maze got the best. Maze got the best color in Backyard Brawl.
There.
Maze's claim to fame is the juice job he did at Backyard Brawl. He was a Crimson Mask, Gordon Soley style.
Yeah.
Anything to say about Maze? You ever work Maze?
I've worked Maze a few times now.
Really?
Few times, I guess.
That'd be like 6.
Solid in the ring. I wish he'd get back into shape and show some of the love for the biz that he used to have.
I wish I'd get back into shape.
Well, me too. You know.
Wish I'd show the love.
Oh, you're in shape. Shut up. You
No,
work
no,
out all the
I wish
time.
you would get back.
Oh! In that case, you're right.
No, man, Maze is a nice guy.
I'm so drunk. All right, who's next on the list?
The little shooter.
Little shooter Kory Jackson, the Ultimate Wrestling Champion. We'll start with Sirus LaVey.
Kory Jackson used to annoy the hell out of me, and still does.
He doesn't still?
Still does sometimes, but I got to put him over. Ever since we moved to Pensacola, the kids helped us left and right. I mean, he's done nothing but try to be there and sort of. He knows he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way for a lot of years, you know. But
I'm one of them.
yeah, Justin's one of them. He never lets him forget, ever. But I mean, I don't mind saying I think he's got talent, and I think he, understands, the business as far as working a crowd and that sort of thing. I mean, it is what it is. He's a local worker, and as a person, yeah, he might rub you the wrong way, but I think he's a cool little kid. Whatever. You can rip him.
I've known Kory. His mom.
Jackie Jackson.
I'll go ahead and bleep that out.
Big shooter, Jackie Jackson.
Jack Haynes.
His mother and my mother were really good friends when we were growing up, so I've known him for probably longer than everybody else has. I remember when he was in diapers.
Which was during the PWA.
More often than not.
He's a good kid. He's been through more than anybody else, I think, rightfully should have in the business.
We raped him with a wrench on more than one occasion at training sessions.
Had the crap beaten out of him so many times, and he still comes back. So you got to give it to him.
Yeah. More icy
heart.
hot on his balls than anybody ever.
Cornbread got him in the butt crack one time with the icy hot. That was
the liquid hot.
But again, like Sirus said, I got to put him over. He takes a beating better than anybody else,
and like to give him a beating. So that works out for both.
He keeps coming back. And I was one of the first people to give Ultimate Wrestling crap about putting the strap on him at the beginning, but kind of, they explained to me the reasons behind it, and really, man, I mean, he deserves something for all those beatings he's taken. I mean, he's...
Just for still being in the business after Barrett killed him.
Oh, God. I heard about that, but I didn't see it.
That was the second worst ass beating I've ever seen was Joey Barrett beating Kory.
Was the first one that other Joey Barrett beating that we watched?
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible. We won't
that
talk
black
about
kid
that.
in Mobile.
Well, that might have been illegal, so we're not even gonna.
Yeah, that seemed criminal.
Criminal.
And then I was scheduled to work him the next week.
And it went off without a hitch.
And it went great. And Barrett was totally professional and was awesome. I had the best.
That's probably because he can tell a worker from a non-worker.
Yeah, I can work.
And
that guy.
Probably Joe didn't tell him to get rid of you before your match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah.
But is that it?
I would have been nervous
Talk
too.
about Kory Jackson.
Kory, I've never had a personal problem with Kory. Sure, I mean, yeah, he can be a bit bothersome from time to time, but I've never had any kind of problem with him personally. I've worked him, I've put him over. We were at a Bobby Wilson show and I put him over for one of his titles. He had a hardcore title at Bobby Wilson show. Is that belt that Red made?
Oh yeah.
6 million pounds.
The PWA Hardcore Championship.
Yeah, Street Fight Championship.
Yeah, that was.
And well, Kory had it at this other show.
Hollywood Nick Vortex over here buzzing.
I thought you kayfabed.
Oh come on!
Hello?
He's gonna answer the phone. What a prick.
It's Kory.
Any hoop nanny. Next on the list, and the final name on the
You
list.
didn't let me say that Kory's a big piece of shit and I'd like to beat his ass.
So go ahead and say it.
Kory's a big piece of shit and I'd like to beat his ass. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, next on the list, the untouchable Jester McKain. We're going to wrap it up with Jester McKain.
I love Jester McKain. He's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
I love him almost as much as I would love beating Kory Jackson's ass.
Let's talk about Jester McKain as a worker, though. He's definitely solid in the ring. Yep. He is. He's got more cardio than I do. I know that. And a lot of people talk about how, he's a doughboy, he's out of shape. He can blow me up any day. I mean, he can work his ass off inside that ring. And psychology-wise, he's one of the best.
Well, working his ass off might be a good idea.
Was he at IWC?
Every time I've called him in the past week, he's been in the gym. So, kudos to Jester McKain. Unless he was eating donuts saying he was in the gym.
He works there. He just sits and watches TV and eats chips and...
Didn't he come over for IWC a few times?
He did.
I think that's where I worked.
I had a best of 3 series in IWC with him. It was good stuff.
I think it's the only time I worked him was IWC.
I requested to add that name to the list. Are we talking about Jester? I love him.
Jester McKain.
Jester's
and that's going to wrap it up here for the roundtable discussion.
Talk about Bobby Wilson.
I'm drunk.
What about Bobby Wilson?
Talk about Bobby
Speaking
Wilson.
of drunk.
Damn it! We'll see you next time for Invasion Production.
No, we won't. Hang on.
This will never see the light of day.
Bobby Wilson's goal.
Thank you.
Come on.